Chill.
Hello Marvel Legends, this is a special Brucie bonus episode. What happened? My Ninja Turtles display fell over. Thank goodness. I gotta stop being so windy when I do these. Excuse me. Thank goodness, nothing broke, amazingly. But before I put everything back, I thought, you know what? I might as well show them off to you. So, I present to you my Ninja Turtles display, my animated Ninja Turtles display. First of all, the two most recent ones. General Trag. Big, heavy, hefty, top-heavy boy here. I love this guy. I love all these figures because they're so chunky and they have the cell shading, so they just look like they've jumped off the cartoon screen. And here is Granitor as well with his pointy nose. Looks like Drill Man from Mega Man. I think this was the guy who toppled over that caused everyone else to topple over. And considering that we're looking at these big protrusions and spikes, it's amazing. Nothing broke. Thank you. So yeah, these are two of Krang's main henchmen. Yeah, you can see him desperate to fall forward right now. So I've got to be very, very careful with this guy. I don't know the best way to position him that it's not going to be a threat of some sort. But, you know, hopefully, as long as they're leaning forward and I have something that they can rest into, that might work. But either way, we got Krang's two beefy boys here. Now then, speaking of henchmen, let's take it to, first of all, Rocksteady. The legit Rocksteady with the eyes that match and are facing the right direction. And he's got the gun, the rifle here. It's Bebop and Rocksteady who feel the most like brittle, like porcelain. So I've got to be so careful with these guys. But again, they just look so great. He has so much expression in his face. He has such a wonderfully goofy, bonkers look to him, and his mouth just kind of like kind of hanging open. So much fun. Oh, mwah, love that guy. See, it would have taken a lot more to put me off than a couple of knockoffs. I love this series so much. Now we have Bebop. And again, Bebop, I think I prefer him to Rocksteady, barely, just because he's so much more colourful with the red jacket and the turtle shells on there. And his eyes look so freaky under here. Those black eyes, it's like, oh God. But yeah, again, like his mouth opens and shuts a little bit as well. But again, these figures, these two in particular, are so stiff. Especially my room is, it's gonna give you a heart attack. My room is cold. Like it generally is quite a cold room. So I think these guys kind of seize up a bit. So you got to be real careful. But look, I wasn't being uncareful there. I just, you know, set him up and he toppled over. But again, with his gun out front, I guess that makes him a little bit top heavy. I think I might need to invest in individual stands just for these guys, just to give them an extra, you know, an extra leg to balance on, basically, because I don't want to take any chances with these beautiful boys here. So we've got the main henchmen. Let's see who they're henching for, I guess. First of all, Krang in his little walker, his little baby walker. It's so cute. First of all, oh my goodness, I don't know if anyone else who has this Krang had this problem, but getting the brain inside this walker was real tough. Like it barely, like had to really like push him down. It was very difficult to get him to fit in there. I don't know if like other people can just like boop, because I watched a couple of YouTube videos, like, am I doing something wrong? And the guys in the YouTube video were like, yes, and then the Krang goes in here, and I'm like, ow, how did you just do that? These are the same things. How is mine so difficult to get in? But I eventually got him in there, and he had his arms disconnect, and then you can reconnect them into the ports so that they're sticking out. But yeah, he looks great with a little dome over the top. That's brilliant. And I have Android body Krang coming from the US. I'm so excited. An amazing, awesome friend of mine, a viewer of this show, was like, dude, it sounds like the UK aren't going to get Krang for like a year or so. Want me to send him to you? I was like, yeah, yeah, I do. Me likey, thank you. So that's really awesome. Having friends in high places and nice people, just that's what I love about this community. Just nice people who want to help people out. Like, I love you guys. Just other folks wouldn't necessarily do that, but someone was like, hey, you love turtles, I love turtles, I want to see you enjoy the hobby, so let me help you out. So hopefully I'll have Robot Krang soon, and he's also sending me Splinter and Baxter, because those are the big three that I'm missing, and I can't wait to have those. In the meantime though, we have the other big bad of the Turtles show. We have Shredder, and I love this figure so much. He has his hand out because I have him holding the mutagen canister normally, but that fell off. I'll put that back. But yeah, he has the great, again, straight out of the cartoon with the expressive looking eyes there and the bold cell shaded colors and the beautiful cloth cape that's actually, it's stitched up sort of near the shoulders so that it just, it folds the way that it should do, the way you would want it to, and his spikes are all just beautifully done, and the spikes are slightly softer plastic so that they're not too brittle, because I imagine if they were, those would be the first things to go. So, you know, you still want to treat, as with all NECA figures, with absolute kid gloves, but still, having said that, he's not as fragile as you might think. It's the same with the Super Shredder from the movie line. His spikes are all softer plastic as well, which I was really happy to see. I was like, oh good, you can actually bend these slightly and it's not going to break. So, whew. Now we're going from like henchmen to literally foot soldiers. And this was a revelation that I had while unboxing the movie Foot Soldiers, because I was like, oh, they call them the foot because it's a joke on the hand from Ninja. So like, you know, these foot soldiers are called Foot, and then I was like, oh, they're foot soldiers. They're from the Foot, and they're foot soldiers. After 30 years of being a Turtles fan, like it finally tweeted like, oh, they're literally foot soldiers. It's lucky I got my looks for now. I ain't getting any younger, and unfortunately I ain't getting any smarter either. Although having said that, I did just realise the foot soldier thing, so maybe I am getting smarter. Who knows? They say that too much internet like is no good for you, but I like to prove them wrong. So that's one foot soldier. And we have another foot soldier here as well. And this is where collecting turtles gets dangerous, because I'm like, I could always get a few more foot soldiers, but I'm like, I don't need them. But I saw that they are releasing like the clever, like the genius foot soldier with the giant head, and I was like, I remember that cartoon episode. Like, I haven't watched it since 1987, and even as a kid, I was like, why would his head get bigger just because he's smarter? Like, that doesn't make sense. Even as a kid, I'm like, nah, not buying that. But still, I love the big goofy sci-fi weapons, like the big like megaphone looking blaster, which looks so fragile. When I heard the shelf fall down, I was like, no, not the blasters! But they seem to be in one piece amazingly, so thank goodness for that. So those foot soldiers look terrific. Right. That's the bad guys. Let's bring on the turtles. So, first of all, we have, just jumping straight off the cartoon screen, Donatello. And I love how wonky his bow staff is. That's really cool. And when I first ordered these figures, I didn't realize like how NECA had divided them up, or like what the deal was with the different waves and stuff. So I ended up accidentally ordering like one of the 2 packs with the dark green turtles, and like it's like Leonardo and Shredder, and so it was one of those 2 packs, and then I ordered another 2 pack which was just 2 turtles. I didn't realize that the 2 turtles were the brighter green from the second wave, so I was like, nah, I need my matching turtles, so I cancelled that one. And then, which actually the seller was fine, he was like, oh okay, I get it. So I cancelled that one because I want all uniform colors, and it took me a while to realize that the pizza goes on the side. I was gonna just throw Raphael's pizza into my like NECA accessories box, and then suddenly I saw the hole in it, and I was like, oh, light bulb moment. Then finally, I love this Michelangelo figure. I think if I had to choose like what my favorite turtle figure was, it would be Michelangelo, because I mean, this is so clever, so simple, such a simple thing to do. But having the spinning nunchaku, that looks fantastic. And then the fact that it's an actual chain on the nunchaku, then his hand grips the turtle, what do they call it? The turtle com? The turtle monitor? I don't know. Whoa, come on, we're doing so well here. Let's keep everything standing. There we go. And finally, finally, the leader of the Turtles, despite what the TMNT rap would tell you, is Leonardo. And again, I love that they all have slightly different expressions on their faces, so there's just more character to them, and that, guys, is my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles display so far. So yes, hopefully I should be getting Android Krang, Splinter, and Baxter very soon, hopefully. And then also I've pre-ordered the 2 Triceratons and the 3rd Triceraton with the Driller thing, and I'm getting Metalhead tomorrow. I just got confirmation that Metalhead's coming through tomorrow, so that's awesome. I'm going to be able to add him to the collection. And then who else is there? Oh, I desperately want to get the Slash and Leatherhead 2-pack, but I don't know if I'm going to see that over in the UK. I think it might have been and gone, and I'm like, no, that one's not happening, but okay, that's fair enough. And then what else was there? There was another one as well. Oh, April and Casey Jones. April with the giant head, which I can see why people are a bit, that doesn't look quite right. But still, those are the guys, these are the guys I've got, those are the guys I want, and I am having a blast collecting this line. It's expensive, but it's worth it. You see the quality right here. Right, now I gotta put these guys back without smashing anything else up. Guys, thanks so much for watching this little Brucie bonus episode. I hope you enjoyed it. What do you think of the Turtles? What's your favorite Turtles line? Because we've got like the Mirage Comics line, we got the video game line, we got the movie line, and we've got the animated series line. I really want to get some of those Mirage Turtles, but they're crazy price, so I'll hold off on those. But guys, until next time, enjoy the Data Blast, the best stuff on Instagram. Check out the creators and go see them because they deserve all the follows and praise for their amazing work. And until next time, turtle power and keep displaying model behavior. Yeah, I thought it'd be silly to not actually show these guys in their full display, so there it is for now, with a nice gap here in the middle for Metalhead to come and join their ranks. But yeah, I just love these guys so much, like panning across with the camera, all the expressive looks on their faces, the little gritted teeth, the turtle comb, the chains. Also, I've got the little grappling hook at Mike's feet there. More added value. You can see with the foot soldiers, the indented foot logo on their heads there. So much fun to be had with these. Bebop and Rocksteady backing up Shredder, and again, just like the lines of the cell shading on the faces look so good. Shredder holding his mutagen canister there, Krang directing traffic, as they say in pro wrestling, and there's Granitor there with his little medal pinned to his rocky chest, and Trag as well, who I kind of feel like looks like an old lady with his green bonnet on. But that is just, I absolutely adore this shelf, this lineup. Cannot wait to add more to them.